Hey folks, welcome back to Return of the Obra Dinn and our investigation into the fates of those aboard the derelict ship. When we left off, we had spent a lot of time on the first and second decks and we're preparing to head down to the third. Before we do, however, let's switch up our monitor output to the Zenith ZVM 1240. Why not? And then I'm curious whether or not if I zoom in, I can get any kind of interaction on this gleaming spot, but it doesn't seem like it. All right, so we're gonna start out today by heading down to the third deck to investigate more memories. So we've seen most, I think, of what the first and second decks have to offer. There's another path down over here, I believe. Yes, okay. So if we head into our book and go to the ship, then the third deck, then we've got the main deck and the gun deck, and then under that we have the Orlop deck. So we have the purser's office, passengers, a port walk, the gunner's store, the carpenter shop, the starboard walk, crew holdings, and the surgery. All right, let's go down to the Orlop deck. And see a lot more blood and dead bodies, I guess. Okay, so once again, where am I standing? I'm standing facing the starboard side at the rear, near the first of the crew holdings or bunks, which would make this the surgery, I believe. So we have cargo back here, nothing else, and then let's start with the surgery. Okay, does not appear to be a body in here. I'm not super fond of the doors auto-closing. This now is going to be the purser's office. No bodies in here that I can see. Okay. There is a hatch down to the lowest level, but it's locked off at the moment. I do see a lot of blood. We're back at the crew bunks here. They're all empty. There doesn't seem to be any interaction with chests or bunks or drawers or anything like that. Only with door handles. What do we got over here? I think this is passengers. Not a lot of dead so far. All right, we got something over here. Let's take a look. So, I am facing the starboard walk. We've got an animal head here.
Take him to the cockpit. Name Raptor and keep him left right.
Heads are here. One swing. Get through the skull in stone or brain. I'll cut her throat when you've done it.
Here?
Yeah. Come on before she kicks up.
All right.
All right there, sir.
Never been on a farm, Chuck?
Mind your shoes now.
Well, okay. So obviously they killed the cow for beef, for fresh meat for the ship's crew and passengers to eat. All right, we don't know who this is. I think this must be Charlie. So we don't know what happened to Charlie, but where did he go? Hold on, I lost track of him. Okay, this is Charlie. Let's see. So there's a Charles, but we already know who that is. There's a Charles Hirschdick. And that's the only other person who could be theoretically called Charlie. So I think we'll say that Charles Hirschdick was a midshipman from England. Okay. And then I don't know if the livestock had a name or not. Was anyone else involved in this? Yeah, there were some folks over here. This guy has a monkey. They were talking about bringing this body to the carpenter to be wrapped up for last rites. We don't know who you are. know who you are. Don't know who the monkey man is. But they were all present at the death of this animal. Alright, so we're into chapter 2, A Bitter Cold. On the Orlop deck, alright. A large cow was slaughtered for its meat. Indeed. Alright, we have located another memory from the man who died, who was being brought to the carpenter. The compass will show us the way. So the Orlop deck will contain a multitude of mysteries which we will unlock one by one and attempt to deduce who died and what caused their deaths.
Well? Same as the other fellow. Some lung disease. Not consumption. Made worse by the cold.
Will it spread?
If so, we'd all have it. They must have picked it up at the Alaska house. I checked all hands just now, and everyone is healthy.
And him? What are his chances?
I gave him some laudanum. We'll see.
Alright, so I would imagine the standing man might be the doctor, or no, probably the man at the patient's bedside would be the doctor. Not sure who died, although we know how he died. Not sure who he was speaking with. But you must be the ship's surgeon, I guess? Let's identify you. I don't like the way it... I don't like the way it if you move the mouse even slightly, it kind of... Okay, here. So, this person is most likely the doctor. Let's look for... So the surgeon, Henry Evans, I think. There wouldn't be anybody else. Henry Evans, the surgeon. He could be speaking to the surgeon's mate, but we don't know that for certain. Cook, butcher, gunner... I don't think there was another doctor on board. No. I'm pretty sure then that this is the surgeon. Henry Evans. Alright. Most likely this then would, I guess, might be the surgeon's mate, maybe? Because he wouldn't need to explain himself to his mate. And that person would have a reason to be in the room. Whereas this individual... We're not quite clear. This is one of the mates for sure. This dude is an officer, but we already have that marked. He might be the second mate. It seems likely from his positioning. And then I guess that this would be... Oh, I've lost my chance. Okay. So we don't know who the victim is. But we know how they died. Let's see. Axed, burned, clawed, clubbed, crushed, decapitated, drowned. Expired, perhaps? Illness. There we go. Succumbed to a tragic illness. Now, hold on. Before we move on, I do want to take a stab at identifying this guy. I think this has to be the surgeon's mate, James Wallace. I think? Although the fact that he's dancing with this woman, well, perhaps he was dancing with someone who was not his wife, unless... Is there a woman with the last name Wallace? What do we have? Emily Jackson, Jane Bird. I think that's it. The rest of these are men because they're crew. Emily Jackson and Jane Bird. No, perhaps not. Perhaps he was just dancing with her. I think we're right that he's the surgeon's mate, but I don't know for certain. Anyway, there were a couple other people present. There was another body. This guy definitely died. from an illness as well, I think. Let me double check. Same as the other fellow, some lung disease, not consumption, made worse by the cold.
Эй, наплевать, привязывай.
С собой следи, Дина. Саят? Саят उठो. कुछ पी लो.
Alright, so 2 Russians were in the room talking. I think they were playing cards. Yeah, these guys are Russian. And then we had, I guess, 2 Arabs over here? Speaking to Syed. Which is who this must be. The dead man must be Syed. And he must have died of the same illness. So, the man speaking to him would be another Arab. I don't know how many of them we have. Let's see. So you... You must be Syed. Not Formosa. Persia? Huh. Was there a Syed? Might be first or last name. Let's check. Sathi from India, perhaps? Peter Milroy. Actually, we know now that the guy who died to the dagger in the back was probably Thomas Lanky. Come back to that. I don't see Syed anywhere. I don't see that name. Oh, Solomon Syed from India. Okay. And there were a number of other folks from India, so we can't be quite sure who's talking to who there. Seems to think we could identify him. So another man from India. Zungit Sati. Who was Syed? He was a seaman from India. But there's William and Abraham, or Abraham, and Renfred. I don't know how we identify him then, because there's a couple other folks speaking in Indian Hindi, I guess? I thought it was Arabic, but I guess it must be Hindu. Could be the ship steward, maybe? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know how we can tell. But we know who he is and how he died. This person was present. The Russians were over here playing cards. That man is holding cards under the table. Maybe he's the one who is being accused of cheating. Stop your cheating, worry about yourself. I mean, that's definitely Cyrillic, so I'm pretty sure those 2 are Russians. Syed, get up, drink something. Yeah, well, we know that he died of an illness. Any 6, solve any 6 fates. Okay, well done, 3 more fates correct. Edward Spratt was crushed by a terrible beast. Solomon Syed succumbed to a tragic illness. And Henry Brennan was knifed by Captain Robert Witterell. 1, 2, 3. Okay, alright. I like the music in the game, by the way. The design of the whole thing is really, really stylistic and interesting. It's a little hard on the eyes occasionally, especially when I'm trying to figure out details and faces, but I think that's part of the challenge, right? So we had 3 men here playing cards. I think they were likely Russians. Not quite sure how to tell who is who of the others present here. I think it's time to exit this memory and look for another body. Does that mean 3 deaths, perhaps? And some unknown or escaped, perhaps? I'm not sure. So what are we doing now? I'd like to get out onto the port walks, if I can figure out how. I haven't seen an exit onto them. Oh, these doors. Okay. So to my right is the exit to the port walk. So we're at the fore of the ship. Okay, this was the armory, I suppose? Or maybe I'm not maybe I don't have access to the port walk. Yeah, I'm in the gunner's store. So I'd have to go down and around? Yeah, perhaps. Okay. So that's the gunner's store. And over here we have the carpenter's shop. No bodies in here, just a bunch of tools. Oh, here we go. Alright, we have access to one of the walks here. So this is the starboard walk. We're on the right side of the ship, moving from fore to aft. And here's the port walk. Oh, there is some blood there. I suppose there could be bits of bodies, like, kind of hard to find. Looks like we do have something up ahead. I can't... Is that one body or 2? I think that's 1.
Secure the hold! Someone shoot the damn thing!
Yikes. Where is he getting shot from? Inside? What the hell is that? I think he was shot accidentally through the wall. What the hell is happening in there? So there was some sort of a fight or... Yeah, what is going on? This is locked. That guy's scared. This guy's got, like, spikes coming through him. There's a lot of folks in here. Can't see through there. Yeah, there's, like, some kind of evil spider monster? I mean, that's a spider, right? I think that must be the guy who shot him. He was shooting the monster, but accidentally killed this guy by mistake. Oh, that's a hard death. Soldiers of the Sea, Chapter 6. All right. I guess we're getting into this. Part 7, in the port walk. Who is this? I got no fucking clue. He was shot, though. I know that. Shot by the gun by an unknown attacker. That's the best I can do. Looks like that's going to unlock another death. So... Can I see who this is? I don't think so. He's not aiming the right way. I'm pretty sure it was this guy who shot whatever the hell that spider-looking thing is. But I can't zoom in on him to identify him from this location, so... Alright, let's find out where we're going next. Somebody else here in the port walk, apparently. Oh, the guy who got spiked. Alright. Yeah, he got spiked right here. You can actually see the holes in the wall. Interesting. Wait, where did the magic go? What is it doing? Oh, it's taking its sweet time. Alright. I guess I have to follow it. I can't get ahead of it.
I've got you. Don't move. I'll get you down.
Alright. What happened to him? They finally killed this whatever it was. Splashing it with water. It's like stabbed through with... It's got tons of spikes. Maybe it was shooting spikes out of its ass? As some sort of offensive mechanism? I don't know who the hell these people are. The guy who was speaking was trying to get him down, but there's no way he's getting down from there. Do we see the guy who shot the gun? There's a dead body here. None of these guys look like the guy who shot. I really don't know what to make of this. Okay. Well, let's figure it out. How did they die? They were impaled, right? Eaten, electrocuted. Speared, perhaps? No, spiked. Spiked by a terrible beast. Yeah. Okay. That's all I got right now. I guess we're gonna see more of what happened here. I wonder if this path is moving backwards in time. Maybe that's what this represents. Or tracing his movements somehow. I mean, he was definitely killed by that monster, for sure. Jesus, okay. Ah, they tried to kill it with fire. He was like, it was burning. This guy grabbed the thing by the head to let this guy stab it. And then they threw water on him, I think. So, good lord. I guess I would say he died by burning. I don't think the sword is reaching through the head to impale him. I think he burned to death. God, good God. This guy's coming up with like a serious looking gun. Like a serious looking gun. More dead bodies. What the hell were they fighting? What was the story of what happened here? This is crazy. Trying to find out what else is going on here. More folks coming down to help. This guy crawling away with a spike through him. Woo. Okay, apparently I've already identified him. He was burned. Burned to death, I think. Is this Charles Hershick then? I guess it must be. I can't remember how we identified him. Oh, right, Charlie. Charlie, yeah, okay. Well, let's follow the spirit. There's plenty of dead guys over here to look at. The hell happened on this ship, man? What a cursed voyage. Everything from sea beasts to mutiny to revenge to murder. Like, there's a lot of bad shit that happened on this ship, the Obra Dinn. Okay, we got 2 dead bodies here. Yikes. What the frick is this? Look at this thing. So they were... I don't know if you want to say decapitated or if you want to say strangled, but this thing's like pincers. It's got multiple legs. It's got a corpse riding on it or controlling it, or possibly the corpse is like a trophy that it's using as camouflage or something, or it burst forth from this thing. And you can see the claws are... I imagine this is decapitation. I don't see what else it could be. Looks like it's about to snip both their heads off. I would like to take another look at their bodies where they lay. Double check that. 'Cause I'm not sure what else he would say. No idea who they are, of course. James Wallace. I'm guessing... Yeah, we guessed about this. It's got a level 2 in like deduction on it, so I might be wrong about that. This guy has a level 3. But I think decapitated by a terrible beast. I think. I'd like to look outside to see if their heads are separated from their bodies somehow. Alright, we got more dead to deal with. There's like multiple things we could look at, but I guess we'll go up. Oh, there's more than one of them! Oh my god, there's more than one of them. Holy mackerel. This dude is running away. This guy got spiked. Yeah, who are you? Yeah, I don't think they have heads right now, or anymore. That guy, I think, definitely doesn't have a head. Or does he? It's hard to tell. Kind of looks like they're decapitated, but it's hard to tell because of the graphical fidelity. All right, let's follow the trail of smoke up to this next death, up on the gunner's deck. The timeline differs per chapter, I guess.
What's going on?
Stay back! It's already done for Nick.
Hey! Come on, boss! No, get there! Hey! Cat!
Okay. So these two were talking. Neither of them is Nick, I guess. He's hurling an axe at this thing and it's throwing spikes. Jesus, what is this thing? A demon? This world is not a fun world, man. No idea who you are. No idea who you are either. I don't think we know who you are. And then who's already dead? Could this be... It said he's already done for Nick. So I'm looking for the next body. It might have been up top on the main deck. They might have raced down here to get weapons. Jesus. Okay. Well, whoever he was, let's review the text here. A demon. A demon. I think this would be French, maybe? Un démon. Didn't quite listen. Out of the way, beat to quarters, enemy aboard. The dead man says, what's going on? Somebody says, stay back. It's already done for Nick. So Nick is already dead at this point, whoever Nick is. The guy who died said, come on, boss. And his boss replied, no, get down. And then he's the one who threw the axe. All right. So he was speaking to a superior, whoever he is. Well, he was spiked by a terrible beast. Ooh, all right. Yeah, this could be Nick up here. Oh, man. I would not have wanted to be on this ship, man. He's got... What has he got through him here? Around and around and around and around. And then over to where he died. I think he's got some kind of spear through him, but I'm not exactly sure.
What is it?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it was coming over the side. This is the start of this incident. The sea demon, the sea spiders, whatever the F they are, coming over the side and attacking. And this one's leg has straight up speared him through the heart. I'm pretty sure this has to be Nick. Nobody else appears to be dead yet. No, he had a spear. Is it a spear? Is he holding it? I can't tell. Is he holding that? I think he's holding it. So he's riding a sea spider. Whatever he is, he's riding a sea spider and carrying a spear, which he pushed through poor Nick's heart. And then they all rush downstairs to have cover and get weapons, and the creatures, or the riders, came down into the holds and fought them there. And they burned one of them. Man, talk about messed up. All right, well, this is Nick. Let's find a Nick or Nicholas. Maybe Olus. Maybe Nick is short for maybe Olus. I'm not sure. No, because Nicholas is spelled A-S. Come on, there's got to be a Nick or Nicholas. Nicholas Botterill. That's the only Nick. Okay. This has to be Nicholas Botterill. And he was speared. By an enemy. I mean, it's a humanoid riding the spider thing, carrying a spear, so I think that has to be accurate. A foreign enemy? I don't think you would call it a beast. I think I'm gonna leave this. This might be terrible beast. Or demon? I'm not sure if the devil or demon that's riding the beast would count. I'm also not sure if it's a rider, if it's part of the creature. Like it's got a humanoid torso and legs. No, I think they're riders. So I think it has to be a foreign enemy. All right, where's the next corpse? Is it this? Yeah, okay. This guy was falling, I think. I think he fell from the topmast. Or from the rigging. You can't even see what it's doing. Yeah, I think this guy fell to his doom. Wow, lightning. Okay. Oh, and I can travel along the rat lines, but I can't leave them. I mean, so he did fall, but it wasn't the fall that killed him. He was literally struck by lightning. Look at these other top men watching in horror. This guy we know. We already have him identified. I don't think we know who this is, but he was a topman. Can we... I can't add that speculation, really. He would have been one of these people. A topman. But there's like 7 of them. No, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, unknown topman. Yeah, okay. I think, I don't want to be racist, but it looks a little Chinese to me, I think. Hold on. Maybe I'm making an assumption, because this guy was the bosun's mate. I think this is another topman. Unknown topman. I think the Chinese guys, we can assume they're all part of the same crew. Who else is up here? Hold on. Well, you're kicking me out of the memory too early. All right. Well, I mean, I think that's worthwhile. I think this is another unknown topman. Probably one of these 4, I think. Probably. But he died. He was electrocuted. Oh, I'm up here now. All right. Now, who are you? Do we know who you are? He might be a topman, maybe, or he could be somebody else. So, if he is a topman, he could be Timothy Boutemont, or Boutement. I'm not sure how you pronounce that for a Scottish name. Boutement. He could be Lewis Walker or Leonid Volkov, perhaps. I mean, if we take a look at him, he's climbing the lines. It's weird that the bosun's mate is up here for whatever reason. But I guess for now, it's better to identify these guys at least as topmen. Unknown topmen. I think that makes sense. I mean, it might be helpful later. I might be making a mistake too. It might be misleading. But I think it's better to identify them if possible, as much like to put things we suspect at least on there. Okay, don't know who this guy is. I guess we got to get down and exit the memory now. Yikes. Okay. Okay, what about you? Do we know who you are? Chapter 6, Soldiers of the Sea, Part 2 of 8.
What is it?
Yeah, we've seen this. This was the guy who got speared. All right. Not helpful. Are there any other corpses we haven't seen, or I'm not quite sure what to do next. Have we seen this guy? This is from the Doom. So yeah, we have seen this then. Yeah, all right. I don't know how to tell which ones I've already seen and which ones are new. That's the guy who fell, who was electrocuted and fell. I think we saw this guy get killed as well. This guy got ripped in half. Right, these are the guys who tried to mutiny to the captain at the very end. Yeah, I think we've seen everything on the main deck. I think we have to go back to the Orlop deck now, perhaps. Although I might have missed something up here. I really want to know what that is. We saw both of these guys. Alright, let's head back to the Orlop deck, see if we can find something else new. Or maybe the lower deck is opened at this point? We saw that guy. Pretty sure we saw this guy and that guy. We saw these two. We think they got decapitated. Alright, we do have access to the final deck here. So... we have the cargo hold. Captain's cargo, passenger's cargo, bosun's store, and lazarette. Oh, I heard this word. Let me check what that means. Let me go to the glossary here. What is a lazarette? Captain, mate, bosun, gunner, purser, surgeon, carpenter. This is not helpful. All right. Well, let's go down to the cargo hold and look for some bodies, I guess. We got time for like one more memory. Oh, lovely. Okay. So we can actually see how this thing died? Does that help me? How are we going to identify this? Maybe we're not meant to identify the creature, but somebody else. Yeah, this guy had like a super gun. I remember him. He was coming up with like a serious gun. He's fighting it with a sword, or is that a sword or is that a spear? That might be a spear. And then the creature got shot in the face or center mass or something with whatever the hell that. I don't even know if you call that a gun. Looks like it fired a grenade. Maybe it's a pepper box, like an early shotgun? I mean, that's what you want for this type of monster for sure. Who are you? Do we know? Nope, you're unidentifiable. You could be identified. He's like, I don't think there's a lot of black guys on this ship. So we might be able to identify him just by his place of origin. Like maybe he's Maba from New Guinea? Papua New Guinea? I guess I'm not sure about Sierra Leone. He could be this Hamadou Diam guy. Maybe? He could be either of them. For now, I'm going to guess that this is Maba. I don't know. I'm guessing about that. Well, I have him identified as a topman. I don't know if I've seen him anywhere else. He could be Hamadou Diam. He could be someone else entirely. I could be making a mistake in identifying him. But I think we'll leave it as Maba for now. He's fighting this creature with a spear, and then this guy, whoever he is, I guess he's another black guy. I don't know which one is which then. Yeah, we have no way to identify him. So, can we tell by what he's wearing? I don't know. This seems like crew, so maybe this guy is Maba, the topman, or maybe so who was the other guy that I thought could be a black guy? Sierra Leone seaman. So they could both be crew members. A hideous monster perished simultaneously with a brave but unfortunate soul. I didn't even see how he died. I guess he was stabbed. I don't know who this is. I might want to get rid of that assumption about the other guy too, for now. I think we just put this back to unknown. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to how this guy died. But yeah, I mean, I guess he got stabbed by its feet, even as he was blowing the guy away. All right, let's try that. I mean, he was... Axe burn. Claude? Oh, Claude might be the guys we thought were decapitated. No, that's like a tiger's claw slashing you. Drowned. Spiked, maybe? And the legs... Not hooves. Maybe speared by a hideous beast, a terrible beast? That's kind of the best I can come up with for right now. Anyway, we got to take a break here because, damn, we're at 47 minutes. This game just sucks up time. It's very interesting and very disturbing what's happening here. But that is going to be it for this time. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying this playthrough. What an interesting game. I'd be very curious about your comments, whether you think, like, are you figuring things out more than me? Have you played this game? Did you have the same struggles that I did? Like, if you've played this game, definitely let me know below. Like, do you think I'm doing okay? Or am I, like, failing deduction 101 here? I'm curious on your opinion. Anyway, we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much, and take care.